What's up, y'all? Hitting y'all up with another review. Alright, this time it's the Orange is the New Black Season Quattro 4 review. Again, I guess I have to say this disclaimer. I don't know if I'm going to state any spoilers. I got my notes. I don't think there's much spoilers in it. But if I do end up saying something, again, you've had fucking 2 weeks, maybe? 2, 3 weeks? I'm gonna say 2 weeks. You've had 2 weeks to watch the whole fucking season. There's I think 14 instead of the usual. I think either 13 or 14 instead of the usual 12 episodes in this season. I don't really remember. I did finish the season. It took me 2 days. I started Friday and I ended like Sunday. So, it's not gonna take you a while. Some people finished it in a day, a week or so, or whatever. Me, I had to take breaks in between, cause this season had your boy in Gangsta Tears. Okay, now I've never really considered myself a very emotional type of person. Uh, I do have feelings. Yes, that does not mean I'm an emotionless robot. But there are certain situations, certain shows, certain movies, certain scenes of things that get me like, oh shit, let me step away real quick. I'm that type of person where, like, if we're watching something and something very emotional, something hits me hard, I'm the type to get up and say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take a pause for the cars, go for a walk for a minute or so, cause we gonna be drowning in my tears real quick if I don't stop watching this. So season 4 had me like that at times. Okay, let me just start off by saying, just to get out the way, I think this is the best season of Orange is the New Black. If I had to put it in order from greatest to not so great, it goes season 4 being my favorite, season 1 being my second favorite, season 2 being my third, and season 3 being the least favorite out of all of them. Now, just a quick synopsis on season 3, or my review on season 3, since I've never really done one. I typically did not like season 3. I know people who stated that they didn't like it as well. One person actually stated that he stopped watching it around season 2. To each its own. I don't give a shit. But season 3 to me was so clownish in a way that, and I get it. The show is a perfect mixture of comedy and drama, a dramedy. So I understand that. But it was too slapstick comedy, or tried to be too funny in a way, season 3, and it wasn't very memorable. In fact, the best episode of season 2, I mean not season 3, was the last episode, to me, and the very ending where they're all in that pool, and well, not the pool, it's not a pool, it's far from a pool, like that little lake or pond or whatever the fuck. I really like that scene. It was one of the, cutest happy endings of all time. But that's season 3. We on to season 4, motherfuckers. Anyways, again, season 4 was great. It was way more dramatic than funny, but at the same time, with how they structured it, they got away with it very well. What did I have an issue with my issue with the whole thing? It's something minor. It wasn't really something that is going to make or break an opinion of the show or my opinion of the series in general. It was just a bit hypocritical, with the sexual scenes. You hear this all the time, or if you don't hear it all the time, I hear it all the time, and I see it as well. Feminists will cry that no means no, right? If a man is making sexual advances to a female, she says no. The first time he should stop. He should not try to lick her anyway, or kiss her anyway, or touch her in her spots that make her would want to say yes or whatever. And again, this is before anyone goes off the deep end and shit. I am not advocating rape. I am not advocating forceful sex. But it seems to never be an issue when women are doing it to other women. Now I understand lesbianism isn't seen as the same as homosexuality, even though they're both homosexual. It's under the umbrella as homosexuality. But if we're talking about guy on guy versus girl on girl, I'm pretty sure lesbianism and gets a more of a positive and cleaner rap, I should say, than guy on guy shit. Which, you know, that shit, I'm not complaining about it at all, but I'm just stating facts. Um, the aspect of if a female says no, you stop. Okay, I understand that. Plenty of other people understand that. But what it showed in the show was that not very many women understood that. And it's like, okay, do you now understand that women can be women can be raped by women too. Women can be raped by women too. Alright? I'm not making light of this situation, but I'm just saying that was my. As I kept watching those scenes, I kept saying to myself, well, no means no, right? So why is it when if a white guy is making advances, or not just a white guy in general, but you know, I'm just making a white guy in this situation. He makes sexual advances to a female, and she's like, no. He instantly has to stop, which he should. Should that same idea be held accountable for females, white females, black females, all types of females? Just something that went through my mind. Again, it's not really a big complaint of the show. That did not throw me off at all. I'm just saying that's something that went through my mind throughout. Anyways, again, I love the. Let me look through my notes. Y'all know me. But yeah, I love the season. I love the backstories. The backstories were on point. Especially of the characters that you grew to know and love, in my opinion at least, such as Lolly. Lolly White, what's her last name? Whitehill? The crazy conspiracy theorist chick. Alright? When I first met Lolly, and I think you first meet her in season 2, I think when they're in Chicago, when Piper's in Chicago, when they're in that prison in Chicago, I believe, or something. I think I didn't like her, just to say the least. When you first met Lolly, when I first, was introduced to Lolly, I didn't like her. And then I thought, okay, she's just a dumb conspiracy theorist chick, making real conspiracy theorists look bad. But obviously she's just a sweet girl who obviously has issues. But that does not take away of how sweet of a person she is. I actually felt bad, and again, these were gangster tears falling off my face, alright, or about to fall off my face, when she got put away to the insane asylum, okay? Because she trusted Healy. And I felt bad for Healy too, as much as of a dick he can be. I used to be a big fan of Healy. I saw people trash Healy first season, I would say, and I used to stick up for him like, yo, dude's just misunderstood. But dude can be a dick at times, but at the same time, he's another one who can be nice, and we should focus more so on a person's good qualities rather than their not so good qualities. That's just the type of person I am. If a person portrays a good side to them, and I typically like that person or enjoy that person's company, I may not have to like everything they do or everything about them, but if they portray a certain type of quality that I like, I'm going to pay more attention to that than their annoying qualities. So that's how I felt about Lolly, Healy, Caputo in a way, even though my man's just sold out. I thought Caputo, my big nose brother, was going to actually do the right thing like Spike Lee, but he did. He ended up taking a route and coming in defense of again, this might be a spoiler alert, so if y'all did not see, first of all, I don't give a fuck. Just pause the video and I will timestamp when I stop talking about this, what I'm about to mention. But he took up for the guard who accidentally killed Pusey. Now, it stupidly accidentally killed Pusey. It wasn't like he meant it. Obviously, he didn't mean to. It was stupid. That scene, again, gangster tears. But I thought he was going to actually expose the fucked up situations that's been going down in the prison, but he took the let me save my ass route, which again, Caputo, you disappoint me, dawg. I thought we was bros, but you know, you still my brother from another big nose mother, but you know, come on, bruh. That's how I felt about that. Just to end off, I really enjoyed the social issues that they brought up, all of the social issues, even though one can say, oh, this show is pandering, it's pandering. What show that isn't bringing up social issues pandering to an audience? At least they're bringing up these issues. Yeah, you can say that they're pandering and they're just only talking about it now because it's a popular topic to talk about. And I understand why if people are upset at that. I understand why. But just be happy that somebody is talking about it. So issues such as Islam versus Judaism, Black Lives Matter, racism, the numerous topics that was brought up in this season. The prison industrial system, complex, I should say. Just everything. I thought that they did a good job at covering various topics in one season. And it wasn't like they did it throughout the entire series of Orange is the New Black, because they would bring it up sometimes in previous seasons, but I'll only bring it up once and then never talk about it ever again. And this season, season 4, it seemed as though almost every episode was a focal point of either that current issue that went down or a previous issue that they brought up in an episode 2 episodes ago coming back. So they constantly remind you of these issues, and they did it well on portraying, you know, what's going down, how people are feeling. Cut off, but like I was stating, the issues they brought up and everything, and I think that they did a very good job as portraying the issues in almost every episode of this season, which is a big part of why I enjoyed this season. I think it's the best season, alongside with the great storyline as well. Again, you know me with my ratings, everything out of 10 to make it fair and shit. I actually give this season a 10 out of 10, and now maybe that's a big stretch to y'all. Maybe it's just right to y'all, some of y'all. But yeah, I enjoyed this season, and again, I have no real issues with, as far as I can think of. Like again, the only one issue, that minor issue of just women being able to get away with things that men typically can't get away with. That double standard, which has been exploited throughout the entire series of Orange is the New Black, not just in season 4. But just that aspect was the only situation that I thought, well, here's this situation that doesn't sit well with me, but it's not, you know, going to make or break my feelings of the show. Nothing totally went wrong. Everything was on point, and I am anxious to see season 5. I can't wait to see season 5 next year. I ended up watching like I said, to watch the end of season 4, like, come the fuck on. Season 5 needs to hurry the hell up. But, you know, I don't want to rush greatness, which was a great thing. The great thing about this season, to me, was it didn't feel rushed. Season 3 felt rushed, and it was rushed. And that, to me, again, release dates don't typically determine the outcome of a show. I know that. But well, if you think about it, last year's due date for season 3, it came out a day before. I think it was a day or actually 3 days prior to the actual preset due date. Now, a lot of that was because of the hype of Orange is the New Black. Of course, we all the fans and everyone who loves watching it, we're always saying at the end of every season, we want more, we want more. I wish it came earlier than this date, that date. But if it takes 9 months, 10 months, 11 months to make a great season, and the end product is great, such as season 4 was, go ahead and take all the time you need. Orange is the New Black producers, creators, writers, actors, and actresses. Just make a great banging ass product, and I am excited to see how much good Orange is the New Black can get, because it's reached its biggest peak to me right now at season 4. Now, I'm not saying it can't get better, because I'm hoping it does get better, but my favorite, another show that has to do with the prison industrial complex, that is actually my favorite show of all time, Oz. It lasted for 8 seasons. It had its peaks, it had its lows, it had its highs and everything. I enjoyed that show. I see Orange is the New Black being similar to that, other than the fact that obviously they're both shows set in prisons and about prison life. But I see it reaching that type of level. Now let's see if it can last more than 8 seasons, because 8 seasons is great, but I would have really loved Oz to continue on to do more and more. But that's just my opinion. Again, what y'all think about Orange is the New Black? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? I just stole from my man, The Needle Drop, Anthony Fantano, but you know, shout out to him. But anyways, let me know what y'all think. If there's something I left out in the review or left out in the show that you will want me to, or you will want to know my views on, comment below and I will comment back. Until next time, until next review, I see y'all when I see y'all. Peace, y'all.